Sounds very powerful thing to me. I saw an Iron Maiden poster on my friend's older brother's wall when I was about 10 and I thought it was cool. So I got my dad to buy me a copy of Killers by Iron Maiden, and you know, as a kid who hadn't ever really heard much music with kind of guitars, loud guitars and drums and stuff in it, I can still remember hearing the intro to the Ides of March, first track on that, and it was like a universe of sound that I hadn't really thought about before. There are hundreds of songs I wish I'd written. If I had to pick one song, I'd probably pick the song To Live Is To Fly by Townes Van Zandt. That's definitely on my kind of funeral list, you know. To me, Townes Van Zandt, I mean, I have a Townes Van Zandt tattoo I got done recently. He's the kind of songwriter's password. If you talk to another songwriter, if they're down with Townes, then you're on the same page, you know, you're on the same team. If they don't know who he is, you have to play him some. If they don't like Townes, then you have to immediately evacuate the building and run away and never talk to him ever again. To live, he writes such simple songs, but with such aching perfection, you know, and they're just utterly, effortlessly flawless. And To Live Is To Fly is a song I could puzzle over for the rest of my life about how good that song is. And yet, you know what, it uses chords that I use every day, and it uses words that I use every day, and yet somehow he found a way of arranging them in a way that was new and insanely good. So yeah, that's my choice. For me, there are two sides to what I do. There's the live side and there's the recorded side, and the two are quite kind of separate in a way. Live is kind of obviously a different beast, you know, it's about the entertainment, it's about the moment, the atmosphere, but the recording is about getting things down for posterity, and within that, it's something that I'm quite particular about how it sounds, because at the end of the day, no matter how many times you might play it live in front of how many people, the way that it is on the record is how that song will exist for most people in their heart of hearts, you know. So yeah, I think pretty hard about how it's going to sound on the record, and what choices to make in terms of the sounds, the instruments and the mix, and who I'm going to work with for the production and all that kind of thing.